Hi, welcome back to the Tim Hayes YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tim Hayes, and this time I have one more Amazon Prime package to open, plus 3 different eBay buys to unbox. So first, the Amazon Prime package. Yesterday was May the 4th. Today is May the 5th. So Revenge of the 5th. Also Cinco de Mayo. And they had some sales on Amazon yesterday. Not too many, but some decent ones. Oh, and like I said yesterday, I was going to be getting Padme from Attack of the Clones. She comes with 2 different guns, and looks like her cape is cloth goods, and I want to say she has a couple of gun holsters, but it looks like one is just a closed, like, little bag. Unless maybe there's a gun holster in back of that, and then there's one gun holster to her right. I don't know. Face looks a little funny. It looks like Natalie Portman, but looks like her chin is kind of, I don't know, her, yeah, the head looks a little lopsided with the way the chin is going. Yeah, kind of like that. The brave Padme Amidala fought for peace as a senator of Naboo, but her forbidden marriage to Anakin Skywalker would prove to have dire consequences to the galaxy, and it's VC 383. Yesterday, got Anakin, who was 244. I just show you the one figure on the back and just give a little bit of a description of the character. And then got this deluxe figure from the Mandalorian show. Being a deluxe because it's IG-12, and he has a spot where you can put little Grogu and this Anzellan inside it and pilot this droid. Clever Anzellan droidsmiths have refurbished IG-11's salvage parts into a pilotable frame for Grogu, who can operate the droid body like a vehicle. Stripped to base motor functions, the droid has been renamed IG-12. you see on the back, it's got Anzelin piloting the droid while Grogu's just standing to the left of the droid. And this droid comes with a gun as well. Now on to the eBay buys. I have a couple more eBay buys coming this week. I thought maybe one would be coming today, but it looks like they're both coming tomorrow unless something happens. Yeah, that's emptied. It's from the Power of the Force line, Power of the Force 2, from the late 90s when Hasbro took over Kenner Toys, and Kenner just became like a subsidiary of Hasbro. Well, this says Hasbro on there, so I guess by then they weren't putting Kenner on the packaging anymore. This Luke has articulation in the arms and knee and leg articulation, and it looks like he's holding some sort of tool or a remote in his right hand, and then comes with the little T-16 Skyhopper model, and then he's got the Comlink chip, which also is action figure stand. They used to sell the Comtech reader, which would make the figure talk. And on the back they show R2-D2 with holographic Princess Leia, and then Luke that I got, and then Han Solo with the gun, and Greedo with the gun, and the Jabba's skiff guards 3-pack, and the Rebel Pilots 3-pack. A generation has passed since young Anakin Skywalker began his epic journey as an evil apprentice. The evil empire has destroyed all remnants of the old republic and cast a shadow of oppression over the entire galaxy. Amid the darkness, a simple farm boy named Luke Skywalker ignites the Rebel Alliance with the power of the Force to become a new hope for restoring freedom in the galaxy. And Luke Skywalker's Tech chip lines are Ben Kenobi, boy, am I glad to see you. What a piece of junk. We're going full throttle. I got him. This chip interacts with Ben Kenobi. And then the one for Han says Chewie, get us out of here. A Comtech reader sold separately. And Luke Skywalker, straight from Star Wars A New Hope. Luke Skywalker, while tinkering with his Model T-16 Skyhopper and tending to his uncle's new droids, Luke unwittingly short-circuits R2-D2's recording system, tinkering the holographic appearance of a young Princess Leia. The image implores the help of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but vanishes soon thereafter. So, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get this figure, but I thought it was cool. It was Power of the Force when they started adding knee articulation and the extra arm articulation in the bottom half of the arms. And I thought it was cool. He has this little, like, toy model of the Skyhopper. Okay. And this should be two different vintage Kenner toys. Oh, and you see, I had to clear the table. My mom needed the tablecloth fixed, which she hasn't really fixed yet, so I'll eventually set up Cantina diorama again. And it's a vintage Kenner mini rig. And it's loose. I didn't get the package with it. But this was one I had as a kid that I remember my brother got, I think at some sort of Christmas party as a gift. It's one of the Empire Strikes Back mini rigs, but I've got it for another purpose. And you'll see why in a second. And I remember having this as a kid. My brother gave me his, and this looks like it has most of the stickers still on there. But I remember this part of the gun always this end gets bent and breaks off, so I'm not gonna mess with that, but it looks like the other wheel doesn't work anymore. I don't know if what that happened right there, but I've got an action figure in here, and it's vintage Jedi Knight Luke, and he's got his cape, but I don't believe this Luke has any. Yeah, he doesn't have his lightsaber, and he doesn't have the palace blaster like he did in Jabba's palace. And it seems like every time I've gotten Jedi Knight Luke, I've got one used. He almost always has the nose rub, but luckily this one doesn't have any nose rub. I don't know if that's marker ink or what that is on the head, but yeah, the head's got some red dot on it. This is a pretty good Luke Skywalker figure. Yeah, I don't know if maybe one of the legs rotted or what happened. I'm gonna put his cloak back on him. It looks like the cloak has a little bit of wear to it. But I'm wondering if this is the original cloak. Yeah. And legs feel a little bit waxy because these are just old toy. I don't know if that's just paint came off of the leg or if that's a scratch or what that is, but so yeah, I got this so I could just put vintage Jedi Knight Luke in there. Pew pew. Okay, one more package to open. I've saved the biggest and the best package for last. And this last one was a Star Wars, more modern Star Wars toy I was unaware of until I watched a friend's YouTube video. My friend Michael French, who has the YouTube channel Retroblasting, he did a video recently on modern Star Wars playsets, which led into a few modern vehicles as well, so he showed off got this, and he covers it really briefly in a recent video, but this was something he seemed to be happy with. And I found out it's 2 vehicles in one. Has a detachable cockpit. See? And you can add a Luke figure into the detachable cockpit. And let's see. Figure sold separately. And they show some figures from Shadows of the Empire. The Force is with all the Star Wars figure. This Force is with you in all the Star Wars figures and vehicles. And they show Dash Rendar's Outrider and Boba Fett's Slave One, and then the deluxe Han Solo and Luke and Stormtrooper with some mini either vehicles or accessories. Pivoting the laser cannon fires the main ship or cockpit multi-position wings on both vehicles for tight battle maneuvers. And the Luke I got, well, the one in the card comes with a little toy model. You see him playing with the toy model, and the original Star Wars, but if you look really closely in the background, you can see like the backside of the full-size vehicle in Luke's garage. But I will put a link to Michael's video. I just want to warn you, he just covers this toy really briefly, so this is something you have to do a little bit of research on your own to find out more about it. But it sounded like this was something he was really happy with. So you really have to pay attention to the video to hear what he says about this toy. So I will do a recap first from Amazon Prime from their May the 4th sale yesterday. I got Attack of the Clones Padme Amidala vintage collection figure and the deluxe figure from the Mandalorian show of IG-12, and you can have it pilot either the Grogu or the Anzellan little figures. Either one can pilot this droid, which also has a gun that you can put in the right hand. And then from the Star Wars Power of the Force line, it's the multi-articulated Luke with the T-16 Skyhopper model and the Comtech chip. This is when Kenner had completely absorbed into Hasbro. Just see the Hasbro logo on there. There's no mention of Kenner anymore. And then I bought a vintage Kenner Return of the Jedi Luke with his cape. And I bought this Empire Strikes Back mini rig vehicle formed ride in. And then, since I saw this in that retro blasting video, something that I liked that I didn't have, and I didn't know about this, so I decided to get one of my own. Two vehicles in one. So I hope you enjoyed my Star Wars toy unboxing video. Keep an eye out for another toy video coming soon to my YouTube channel, and some physical media update videos coming to my YouTube channel. So I am Tim Hayes, and thanks for watching my video. And be sure to check out my friend Michael French's YouTube channel, Retro Blasting, for Star Wars toy reviews and retro pop culture related topics, such as physical media, toys, cartoons, movies, you name it.